Alright guys, now that you have joined the Moodle course and you've joined Flickr, it's time to go on to our next assignment. So I have a whole bunch of bars here that you won't be able to see yet, but you just did this, you just did my Flickr portfolio. Now you're going to do ethics and photography's role in society. Before we get going with actually taking photos, we do need to stop and talk about ethics. Digital photography has made it so easy to steal, plagiarize, copy other people's photos. That's one issue. Another issue is with Photoshop, all of the airbrushing and changing of photos. We have to decide what's okay and what's not okay. How far away from reality can we go? So this is an important thing to study and have a conversation about before we get going. So I'm going to have you do this before I get back. And then when I get back, we can get more into photographs and looking at the DSLR cameras. So here, this first thing you're going to do is you're going to take a look at the Ethics in Photography article. When you open up this article, you end up at the NPPA for the National Voice of Visual Journalists. And this is all about ethics in the age of digital photography. So you guys are going to need to read this. In order to have an opinion on this topic, you'll have to read this. So consider this your text. Can't skip over it. So it starts here, but then you're going to have to expand these out. So this portion's on credibility. This portion's on ethics. I don't know why that photo's not showing up. Ethics versus taste. You're going to have to expand all these out and read them. Some of them are short, some of them are a little bit longer, but it's important to go through these. So definitely read through these. Then next, you're going to watch this video on how photography can affect society. And this video will open up and it's a story about these two girls in this photograph. So watch that. And then you have an assignment. So after you read the article, watch the video, you have this assignment. And when you click on this assignment, this is a paper about photography ethics. It does say you have the option to write a paper, or you could make a short film explaining if you're better at explaining things that way and writing isn't your favorite. Or you could make a stop motion animation. Either way, these are the things that you have to talk about. You're going to share your thoughts about photography's role related to ethics. You have to give several examples. You have to back up your examples with stories or resources. If you cite sources, make sure you have a reference page. Make sure you proofread, paragraph form, good transitions between paragraphs if you're writing the paper. It should be convincing. We should be able to tell that you did your homework, you know what you're talking about. You're not just kind of rattling off about what you think without backing up your answers with some research. If you're making a film or stop motion, keep in mind you should have 3 to 4 solid points about your views on photography and ethics. The images in the film or stop motion should go along with your thoughts. And then quality transitions and sound effects, don't overdo it there. Your point should be clear. Then you can go ahead and upload your video to YouTube. The way that you turn it in, you're either going to attach a link to your document or a link to your YouTube. Either way, you're going to attach a link. I would not suggest typing right here in Moodle because it's easier to lose stuff if you want to save it or whatever. So what I would do is go into my Drive and create a document and type it here. Then, I'll title it and everything. Make sure you click share, and then I can get a shareable link right here. And I can copy the link, and then I can go back to Moodle. In Moodle, when you're turning something in, you scroll down here where it says add submission. And then if I go down, this is where I add my submission, but I just want to post a link. So I'm going to click on this link, and I'm just going to paste in my Google Doc, and I'm going to click open in a new window because that's just less annoying. And there's my paper. Otherwise, this could be a link to your YouTube video. And then always click save changes right here and wait until it loads. Some people click off the page before it saves and then it's not there. So now I can see, because I waited, it says submission status submitted, not graded yet. That's when I modified it. There's what it looks like, and I could edit it if I messed it up. So now I can click here and go back. So I read the article, I watched the video, I wrote the paper, I turned it in. If I want, I can check and see that yes, I did turn it in, it's submitted for grading. And you should be good to go.